Hello everyone, I am Curtis Lilly, the creator of this upcoming animation series called Intelligent Wiseman, and today we are at my studio. And it's a library, I know, but what can you do? I'm a man on a mission and a man on a budget. So without further ado, let's go take a look at what I'm cooking. Alrighty, so basically, let's start with the business part and talk about the topics we're going to be doing today. So, well, hello class. Let's make sure we get a good marker, eh? I'll be right back. Alright, 2 for the price of 1, I guess. By the price of 1, I mean free. Sorry for that embarrassing topic, but I make for a good joke, eh? Alright, so today's topic. 4, 2, 10. You got it right. I'll flip this video over if I have to, so no worries. What? The framework. That's the big one. Yeah, that's mostly what I'll be doing today anyway. And the last one, voice acting. Voices. Those are the topics of the day. And lo and behold, one last little thing. I'm going to introduce the name of the studio at hand. And there was a whole lot when it comes to driving sport. George Borg Animation Studios Productions. So, I'll even do an intro for this video just so that you can see this in a better light. So yeah, be ready for that in a while I'm skimming through and looking for the frames I currently have right now. Little tidbit of advice for you kids. I've been working on this for 10 years, as of June. So this June, I'm hoping to get this little animation released for you guys. That way we can have a 10-year anniversary for this particular skit that's going on. So I'm going to show you these frames, and yes, another little film advice for you for animators who want to get into the business. It takes a long time to get 1 second of animation, because you need to have at least 100 of these. Let that sink in. 100 of these in different motions. Now this is just the only frame I have for this particular scene, but I do have a digital animation frame for that one. So little thing here. This is for my game studio that I'll be using later. That is just concept art. And yes, little sketches help along that. Oh, and do write a lot of notes when you're making animations, games, you name it, because it takes a long time. You might want to write down every little step. Concept art is good, you definitely want that. Give me a few moments, I'm trying to find the frames I've been working on. Alright, so that's pretty much it for those. And I'll give you the tools that you'll need to work on this stuff in a second. But frames are definitely key. So these are some of the hand-drawn frames. And I'll be showing you how I work on these in a jiffy. But first things first, I'll show you which tools I'm using. And I don't recommend all of them because don't use Sharpies. I'm only using them because I can't afford anything else, and I'm on a budget. A man on a mission and a man on a budget. But it's a good way to start, and as long as you scan them into your computer or whatever you have around the house, it's a good way to go. Even taking a picture of it and putting it on your computer or whatever. You don't have to have a scanner. Just as long as you can do the digital editing later. Which I'll be showing you a little bit about that today too. So on with the tools. Alright, so the little tools I'll be using, I'm going to be saying thank you to a particular person that gave me these particular pencils. These ones are drawing pencils. You want to have 4H or 2H is definitely recommended for the hard pencils. For these are more for the heavy-duty shadowing for your pencil art, which I won't be using this very often. I'm going to warn you now. And these ones, product placement, because when I worked at Arby's, I got these at a board meeting. And this pen, it's really nothing. I just have it out here just because it's cool. Yeah, and this doesn't work on this particular device that I'm using for this recording, so sorry about that. And this is the Sharpie. I'll be using the ink, and this will be a pen for like the fine lines, just in case the Sharpie tends to be mean. Alright, and one last thing, I'll be wearing my glasses and not my sunglasses, as I am going to need to see every little detail. So if you wear glasses and you don't really need them 100% of the time, I recommend you use them. You won't be seeing my face as I'm drawing the frame here, but it's more of an example. It's going to be quick. It's not going to be that long, but I'm going to let you be the judge later down the road what you would like when the episode is soon to air. Alright, let's put it that way. Are we good? Guys, should we begin the camera angle shots here? Yeah? Sweet! Apologize here, I am really sorry, but this was a little too long for my taste even, and I decided to cut back a lot of that framework and speed it up just a little bit. But basically all I'm doing is inking that one frame, and later you'll be seeing the frames being made from the digital side of things. So hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. I'm hoping it's not too bad. But again, I'm really sorry. But the process is pretty simple, but it is a very tedious process at the same time. It is really long. And I decided to cut back a lot of it, and I am really sorry about that. But moving on, let's get on to the next phase of this video. So that is basically what I'm talking about when it comes to like really fine details, because to get this, you have to pay really close attention to your pencil lines. It's not going to be perfect, but what really is? I mean, when it comes to animation, you need to achieve close to godliness, or close to perfection, as some people would call it. You can't really achieve the perfection. But the only thing is, be your own worst critic. Do not let anybody judge you on it, because really, you're a success if you finish it. That's a little tidbit people seem to forget to tell you. Now, I've been see right now, I'm stuttering because I'm trying to think of the right word. But basically what I'm trying to tell you is, don't give up on anything, because it does take a long time to get used to everything, and it takes time to get to at least this degree of art without college or anything like that, where you just learn on your own. I did take an animation class in 2016, and that's where that video, Comics Are Friendly, link below, was made, and it's basically where I started, at least in the more professional sense. But moving on, next I will be doing the voiceovers for the animation. And let's see how that goes. Basically, I'm wearing the sunglasses when I'm on camera because I'm not very good at eye contact with the camera here. And I wear these glasses when I'm animating, so bear with me, I hope you don't mind. And let's roll with the final part of this here animation, because I'm going to be doing the hardest part of the whole thing. Am I worried? Kind of. Not really. We'll see. Moving on. So I got GarageBand up right now. So here's something right now. We are going to read off the script. And yes, this part is really, really tedious, so just be ready for that. So, without further ado, let's get this really, really tedious part out of the way. That way I don't have to do it later. And I'll go through the process of working on that too. Editing and synchronizing, and you'll see all that stuff on another day. But today is just focusing on reading off the script and editing how you would want to tweak it. And have a drink on hand. Not carbonated, make sure it is water, more so. This is carbonated, but it's stress release. Product placement. And drinking on a video. Something I never do. 3, 2... Hey there, old enemy. It's been a decade, and yet you're still where... Cut. See? Like I said, it's never one take. You got to go through this and pretend like you can make mistakes now, and you'll get better throughout. 3, 2, 1. Hey there, my old enemy. It's been a decade, and yet you're still here where I left you. Well, all I have to say is you brought me my first achievement in life. Now let's give this one more shot for old time's sake. Cut. Right, so that one, it's a work in progress. Let's try one more take on this one. Because the next one is basically where I have to be emotional and I have to think of something sad. And I want to make sure the emotion is raw and real. So I want to make sure this one, it gets that old charm. A little bit louder this time, off the top. Hey there, my old enemy. It's been a decade, and yet you are still here where I left you. Well, all I have to say is you brought me my first achievement in life. Now let's give this one more shot, for old time's sake. Oh, add the sound effect there. Cut. I love it. Last time. Hey there, my old enemy. It's been a decade, and yet you are still here where I last left you. Well, all I have to say is you brought me my first achievement in life. Now, to get this going, let's get this one last shot for old time's sake. And cut. So I'm going to be looking through and editing each one as I'm going. So bear with me, you won't be able to see that on camera, but I'll put a voiceover as I'm doing an animation possibly. We'll see. I'm just going to wing it. So let's go. Be ready for some tears, ladies and gentlemen, because this is where it gets kind of real. Because in a decade, a lot can happen. And this was 10 years ago I made this first animation, and a lot has happened since then. So bear with me. I'm actually trying to bring in the raw emotion as I'm going to be saying these lines. So give me a few moments. Alright. So I'll be splitting those into sections pretty soon, and I'll look through which ones I like the best. So be ready. Wow, this puts a lot on my mind. I gained a wife. A son on the way, but I lost my grandparents, my papa, and even this town is deserted and falling apart. Well, cut that out. Let's try. You know what? maybe I need to take you home. You'll bring quite a lot of great memories and stories for generations to come. And that is where I'll try one more take. But yeah, it's bringing some real memories to me. Last take for this emotional scene, unless it doesn't work out when I read it out and listen to it again. Wow, this puts a lot on my mind, actually. First off, I gained a wife and a son on the way, and a great growing career in the hockey league, that I'm going to be in soon, but I lost my grandparents, my papa, and even this town is deserted and falling apart. The town where I grew up. The town that gave me life, basically. But you know what? Maybe I need to take you home. You'll bring a lot of great memories and stories to generations to come. For generations to come. And that'll be edited out shortly, and I'll come back and I'll let you know if I thought it was good, because the next lines I'll have to do later. They're for the character Beth, which, sorry, spoiler alert, it's a pilot for 2 series that I'm working on. They're basically one, but we'll go into that later. Be right back. One more thing before I go, just to let you know that this won't be done for quite some time, so just be ready to wait. I still have a lot of frames to draw, lots of voices still to do, make sure everything is edited correctly. Like I said, it takes time. From the very beginning of the video, I had that disclaimer from the get-go. But if you have a passion for whatever you love to do, whether it's hard or not, that's basically the perseverance card right there. And hopefully you go and do what you dream of doing. But you've got to work hard, and you got to have a job in the meantime so you can afford it, because sometimes your hobbies are pretty expensive. So this has been Curtis Lilly signing out, and please have a great day. Ooh, one more thing. I've got to, I want to try this out.
Hey everyone, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, please. And please be nice to all those commenting, and I don't want to see any fighting out there. Come on now. God bless, and have a good night. Goodbye.